Ticker symbol COSM got the downside and the bounce that we were looking for, followed by a continuation to a lower downside that we did not expect. But what I can say is that there is a reason behind that drop. Let's go ahead and go over the metrics because the CPI data may actually introduce some lower lows. Let's validate now. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with a COSM technicals and raw price action thread of analysis on this Hump Day Wednesday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, team, so we are looking at COSM here. Apologies about that. My dog is going insane outside with my son. All right, so this is the daily chart here. And what we were talking about yesterday was a potential drop to the area of about, let's see, what was it? I think it was a low of about 121 or 124, I believe it was, right? We got that drop, and then we immediately made the upside. Hold on, let's pull up the 12-hour time frame so we could go ahead and pull up the receipts on this, right? So let's go ahead and see this, maybe even on the 4-hour time frame, right? So there we go. So this was a drop at 130, right? 130 was the area that we were looking for. Dropped to 131. We got the bounce to the upside and continued downwards. Now, there is a reason behind that, though. Let's go ahead and pull up that chart and just see what could have happened. First of all, notice the SPX. It is down. Notice the NDX. It is down over a whole point. We have the Dixie down. The Dow Jones is down. We have some. I mean, look at this. This is JP Morgan Chase is down. American Airlines is down. PayPal, Palantir. Guys, some of the AI sector, some quantum is down. A lot of the market is bleeding right now, team. So, of course, COSM is not going to be able to maintain itself that entire time. So, in fact, we can go ahead and load up here the IWM for the iShares Russell 2000 ETF. This is the spot price action, right? And this is the futures contracts. So we can notice here is this. Okay, let's go ahead and just see if we can get these charts to balance out. So yeah, notice here the sell-off, right? This is the spot price action. COSM, when we were talking about this just yesterday too, the correlation between the Russell and COSM is starting to be a little more healthy now. It's present. Okay, so check this out. Huge drop on the Russell. We have that enormous drop on COSM as well. Right. I mean, literally at the same time it happened. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at the 12-hour time frame, go ahead and notice here that we actually got a recovery too, right? Right after in the after hours trading. Notice that COSM also got a bit of a recovery from that drop. So yeah, COSM and the broader markets are starting to they're starting to correlate, which is great. The thing is, though, is that we may be facing some pressures due to tomorrow's CPI release. So the consumer price index is pretty much the inflation report, team. We have to keep in mind what happens in the broader markets, especially tomorrow, because there could be a continuation to the downside, or there could be a flash downside before a recovery to the upside in the broader markets. Okay, this is something that no one knows. Okay, no one knows what the CPI report is going to say. But what we can do is be reactive to the current situation. Okay, team. So let's go ahead and move on to the next chart and see what we have. Okay, so actually in this case, let me just make sure that everything is under COSM. And yeah, perfect. So this is the broadening descending wedge that we've been talking about in the immediate short term. And there is a potential here that we can be in the preparation for a potential breakout on true test number 5. Okay, so following the golden rule of 3, this is test number 1 here, test number 2, 3, capitulation, test number 4, breakout with a false breakout, and then we reclaim the inside for a potential test of number 5, which is a true breakout test as well. Usually test number 4 is the one to succeed, but test number 5 is also one to keep in mind, right, team? So yeah, it looks like we could be getting a pretty nice recovery here in the after hours. So even in the after hours, we came back up to around 122 before facing a drawdown ending up and closing the after-hours session at about 118. So that's not bad. We're going to go ahead and go over some of those oscillators to see if there could be a continuation to the upside or what, right, team? So, but what I can say is that from the other tickers that we've been observing, like GTII, like FNGR, whatever else that we've been looking at, everything is kind of suggesting some consolidation due to the CPI report that we're going to be facing tomorrow. Tomorrow is a critically important day, team, because that read of the CPI is going to tell us essentially what we could be expecting for the Fed, right? So the Fed may actually tell us that is, you know, if we're getting a poor CPI read, then that's you know, that's going to potentially lead to another 25 bip rate hike, right? And if that's the case, the markets will likely continue a sell-off, right? So year-over-year forecast is 4.8, maintaining the same read as the prior read at 4.8%. Same situation here, month over month. We are looking at a 0.2% forecast from the prior being 0.2 as well. And these are the metrics that we're going to be facing here, team. Okay, so we're going to be going over this in the live streams. So go ahead and tune in 6:30 a.m. Pacific time for the charting, right? We're going to be going over everything possible here. But yes, tomorrow is a very important day, team, and we have to make sure to be reactive and prepare for what could be happening in the broader markets. Okay, so now 30-minute immediate short-term time frame RSI suggesting a downside here, but very limited, as it does have the SMA 14 right below us, which could indicate a potential bounce in the short term to the upside. And also the bi-hourly time frame is supportive of what the 30-minute time frame is suggesting. This is the gravitational zone right in here from the bear strength percentile. So anytime that we do enter this gravitational zone, there could be a push to the upside, which could give some validity to what the 30-minute time frame is suggesting, right? So now moving on to the 4-hour time frame, we do have some consolidation there. Same situation here on the 8-hour time frame. Looks like we are consolidating here too. Same situation on the 12-hour, just like I said on the other tickers too, team. Slight downside here on the daily time frame, which could introduce the retest of that support bottom from our macro wedge, right, team? So this is the one that I'm referring to. If we're looking at the daily time frame wedge, this could essentially touch back down to the area of about 111. If this does continue to the downside, then yeah, we would actually have to speculate on a potential drop to 109. Okay, team. So that's what I'm looking at here before a recovery. Okay, so that's just what the charts are saying. It's not actually my personal opinion. It's nothing like that, team. It's just what the charts are indicating. So yeah, we could face a potential bounce here from the daily time frame RSI. And yeah, observing the 3-day and 5-day RSI is almost pointless at this point, because we are these are essentially just waiting for the influence from the shorter time frames, as the shorter time frames cascade into one another when they do have enough of an impulse from the direction that they choose, whether it be the upside or downside. All right, so we're waiting for some of that, team. It's likely going to show some volatility and show some dangerous price movements tomorrow upon that data release. Okay, so please remember, team, to make sure to take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment. Okay, I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool, team. But with that said, I wish you well, a very, 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 very good night, and I will catch you at the bell literally mañana. Adios.